Hi, Nikki Duffy here, choosingfortoday.com. And are you willing to have an awareness of future? So, as you can see in the description, for so many years, I used to spend my time digging around in the misery of the past. Not the fun things I did in the past, but the misery of the past. And looking at all the places where I was wrong, where I said the wrong things, where I did the wrong things, where I wasn't enough, where I should have done more, blah, blah, blah. Digging around like picking a wound instead of allowing it to heal, and I would spend my life in the past, and if I wasn't digging around in a miserable aspect of a past, I would be like going into an airy fairy future, a future that I decided I was supposed to be creating, or I thought I ought to create, that I had no real engagement with, or affinity to, or even longing or desire to create. It was more all the things I thought I ought to do and should be choosing, and the future that I thought I ought to be creating. And I mean, not even, I didn't even have, it wasn't even as, I didn't even have that awareness that I had a choice in, or a hand in the creation of my future. It was very, very airy fairy. And I wasn't willing to be present in the here and now in my life, or very, very rarely was I willing to have that intense presence, that connection and communion and engagement with what's happening now, with being present now. So it took me a while to get to a stage where I was willing to be present in my own life, willing to be in my own life in the here and now, and then it took something else to even realize that I could choose to create a future that would be fun for me, and then even like consider what would be fun for me for a future, what would be a future that would be fun for me, what would I like, what do I desire to create in the future, what do I desire to bring into my life, and and the whole element of choice about now and choice about the future. So if you're having any of these, if you do struggle with any of that as well, then one of the tools that is great to bring you into the present and into the here and now is to but get used to making choices. And it's a muscle. It's a muscle that you build, just like going to the gym and building your muscles. If you want to have strong arms, then you do lots of arm exercises. And if you want to have strong legs, then you do that. So if you want to, if you desire to be more present in your life, then make more choices without making yourself wrong. So one of the Access Consciousness tools is choosing in 10-second increments. And it took me a while to get my head around this one. It's like, but why would I choose something that I can only have for 10 seconds? And 10 seconds is no amount of time, and all that blah blah blah. So if you just let all of those judgments and that monkey mind chatter go, and allow yourself the presence of, if I just had the here and now, if I just had now and this 10 seconds, what would I choose? And then just make a choice, whatever it is. Don't make yourself wrong. Don't try and make the right choice. Just make a choice. And so you could choose laughter. You could choose something, a specific thing, like going and smelling a flower, or making a cup of coffee, or a more a concept like laughter or fun, or stuff like that. Just make a choice and play with it, have fun with it, make a choice in every 10 seconds. So that helps you to build the muscle of choosing, and choosing so quickly you don't have time to it sort of bypasses that monkey mind, so you don't have time to judge if you're making the right choice or judge if you're making the wrong choice, or any of that stuff that you do, and you just get used to choosing and choosing and choosing and choosing and choosing again and choosing again and choosing again, and you can drop a choice, and you can, choices create. When you make a choice, you very quickly get an awareness of whether that's a fun choice for you or not, or whether that choice is, if you choose to make a cup of coffee and you think, oh, actually, I don't drink coffee, I don't like coffee, then you don't have to drink it. Choose not to drink it. Choose to have a glass of water or a glass of wine or whatever's fun for you. Choose again and again and again, and you're not committed to your choice. You're not stuck forever in that choice. I mean, I don't know if you grew up with a saying that I'm very familiar with. When I was growing up, there's the saying that goes, you made your bed, you got to lie in it. So basically you make your choice one time and then you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. No, 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 no. That's not how choice has to work. You choose and then you choose again, and you make a different choice and you make a different choice. You choose a different bed. You choose to sleep on the sofa. You choose and choose and choose and choose and choose and choose and choose, and have fun with it. And so that's one of the ways to become more present with your life, and more present with your choices within your life, and that you have more of a presence in your life because you are actively choosing, and with each choice you are actively creating something. Choice creates. Whatever we choose creates something, and without making that significant or heavy, or having to, like, oh God, no, that means I have to make the right choice. It's like, no, you choose to make a cup of coffee, and so you create a cup of coffee. This can be as simple and as insignificant as that. And so once you start having more fun with choosing and building that muscle of choice, and building the muscle of allowing yourself to choose, and without the judgment of trying to make the right choice or trying to get the wrong choice or not be wrong, once you play with that a bit more and build more of that, you may find that you feel more present and more engaged with your life. And I'd love to put any comments that you have, as you play with these tools. Put the comments in there. What are you finding that's occurring in your life? How is that showing up for you? Okay, so once you do that, choosing and choosing and choosing, and you become more engaged and present in your life, then what I found was I was more willing to have an awareness of what future I would like to create. Because now that I felt more confident with my choices, and less restricted to having to make the right choice and make one single choice that I had to stick to for the rest of my life, made my bed and now I got to lie in it kind of thing. Now there was much more flexibility and fluidity and creativity and fun with the choices. I got to more expansive space where I could choose more what would be fun for me, what would be fun for me to have tomorrow and next week and next month and next year and next 5 years, what would be fun for me to have in 10 years. And then I was more willing to have a sense of future, a sense of a future that I desired to create, not just a sense of like, oh, everybody expects me to X, Y, and Z, so I suppose that's what I better do. No, more of an engagement and a choice in what would be fun for me to create, and an acknowledgement that my choices are creating my here and now and my future. In every moment, with every choice, is creating my life. So that's been So let me know, you know, and then when you're more willing to choose a future and engage with a future that would be fun for you, then what else could you create? What fun could you have here and now and within the creation of this fun future? So let me know how you get on with your choices, and how you get on with the choosing to expand your muscle of choosing, and enjoying your presence in your life now and creating a future that's fun for you. Let me know how you get on with that, and I'll see you in the next video.